Hello students, I hope you all are safe at your home. This is class 10th, subject English, chapter 6, the making of a scientist, and this is my lecture 2. In first lecture, we have read the overview of this chapter, introduction of this chapter, the making of a scientist. This chapter is given in your Footprints Without Feet book. This scientist name is Richard A. Bright. So let us start this lecture. Topics to be covered today. First of all, we shall discuss chapter highlights, then word meaning, and at last we shall discuss homework solution of lecture 1 of chapter 6. So let us begin with chapter highlights. Now let us start reading chapter highlight. So let us begin with the first point. Richard's article on how cells work, published in a science journal at the age of 22. Richard was a single child and didn't have friends to play with, so he became interested in collecting butterflies and various other items. So Richard H. Bright and his college roommate published the theory on how cells work in an article, and when he was at the age of 22, this article was published at that time. Richard was the only child of his parents and he had no one to play with him, so he always had great interest in collecting butterflies and various other items. In other items, he used to collect rocks, fossils and coins. Now next point. His mother bought him all the equipments he needed. She guided him and helped him to learn. He read a book, The Travels of Monarch 10, which created a love for science in him. So his mother encouraged his interest in learning. She often took him on trips, bought him telescopes, microscopes, cameras, mounting reels, and other equipment. Now let us read the next point. Richard A. Bright raised thousands of monarch butterflies at home. Over a few years, he grew them and raised them in his basement. He tagged them as they grew and freed them to study migration, their migration. After reading that book, The Travel of Monarch 10, he started raising butterflies. Richard put up a slide of frogs at the county science fair, but there he did not get any prize, but he didn't win any award. But later on he got many awards when he learnt from this failure. So Bright raised a flock of butterflies, caught a female monarch, took her eggs and raised them in his basement through their life cycle. This cycle ranged from egg to caterpillar to pupa to adult butterfly. So his basement was home to a number of monarchs in different stages of development. Now let us read the next point. Richard Ebright got defeat in county science fair. So this defeat inspired him to experiment. He took help from Dr. Urquhart to work on various projects. He won many awards at the county and international science fairs in subsequent years. His work on Viceroy butterflies got him the first position award in a fair. So he continued and he carried on many projects and experiment, and he got many awards. Richard discovered a hormone necessary for the growth of monarch butterfly. Actually, he found the reason behind those tiny 12 gold spots on monarch pupa. He worked at the Army Laboratory and the US Department of Agriculture Laboratory. Richard spent a year at Harvard as a freshman before going back to the laboratory to discover the chemical structure of the hormone responsible for the gold spots on the monarch pupa. Even he and his friends made a device to prove that those gold spots release a hormone that was very essential for their development. His findings motivated him to study cells and how they read their DNA. So he worked in this field also. His theory may help to prevent many kinds of cancers and other diseases. So this theory was very beneficial. He graduated from Harvard with second position among 1510 students. There were total 1510 students and he got second position. His other interest, now let us talk about his interest. His other interests include debating, public speaking and photography. He was a champion debater and public speaker and a good canoeist. Richard's social studies teacher, Mr. Wearer, praises him for his excellent mind, curiosity and a will to win. These are actually the essential qualities of a scientist. Means Ebright had all the qualities of a scientist in him. That's why he became a successful person. Now let us discuss word meaning. First word is given fossils. Fossils means the remains of a prehistoric plant or animal embedded in rock and preserved in petrified form. Second word, astronomer. It means a scientific observer of stars and planets. Third word, Determination. It means firmness of purpose. Next is eager. It means strongly wanting to do or have something. Next word, it is stargazing. It means looking at the stars. Now next words. Monarch and Viceroy. It means types of butterflies found in North America. Next word is tedious. It means boring and too slow or long. Next word, tag, a label attached to someone or something for the purpose of identification or to give other information. Next word, adhesive. It means able to stick fast to a surface or object, or sticky. Next word, it is chase, to hurry after someone or something in order to catch him or her. So this is the meaning of chase. Now next words. Next is county. Its meaning is district. Next word, stack. It means large number. Next word is starling. It means a dark brown or black bird that is common in Europe and US. Next word, it is zoology. It means the branch of science that involves the study of animals and animal behavior. So this is the meaning of zoology. Now next word, it is sophisticated. Meaning is developed to a high degree of complexity. Next word, eureka. It means a cry of joy when one discovers something. Next word, it is heredity. It means the passing of characteristics from one generation to the next. Next word is blueprint. It means a design plan. Next word is hormone. It is a natural substance that is produced in the body and that influences the way of body grows or develops. So these are the word meanings of the chapter 6, the making of a scientist. Now let us discuss your homework. Homework is to read the chapter thoroughly, and first question is read this extract and find out the answers of given questions. So the extract is, Richard Albright has been interested in science since he first began collecting butterflies, but not so deeply that he hasn't time for other interests. Albright also became a champion debater and public speaker and a good canoeist and all-around outdoors person. He is also an expert photographer, particularly of nature and scientific exhibits. First question, did Albright collect butterflies just as a hobby? What special trait of Albright shown by it? Second question, besides science, what other interests did Richard Albright pursue? Then third, what does a canoeist mean? fourth question. What other qualities does Ebright possess? So these are the questions. You are supposed to find out the answers after reading this passage that is taken from your chapter 6, The Making of a Scientist. Now, next question. Second question. Why did Ebright lose interest in tagging butterflies? Question third. Who was Richard a wearer and how did he help Richard Ebright? Question fourth. But there was one thing I could do, collect things. So what collection did Ebright make? And when did he start making the collection? So these are total 4 questions that you have to do. Now let us start discussing homework solution of chapter 6, The Making of a Scientist, of lecture 1. So let us begin with the question answers which were given to you. First question. It was, what lesson did Ebright learn when he did not win anything at a science fair? So the answer is, when Ebright did not win anything at the county science fair, he learned that winner had to show real experiments and not just a simple neat display would work. He learned that he needed to do some real experiment. Only display will not work. Then he started conducting experiments when he came to know that he had to do some real experiment. It was definitely a stepping stone towards his success. In beginning he got failure, but he learned many things from this failure. His competitive nature, his extra effort and the will to win for the right reasons made him a successful scientist, and at last he got success in his life because he had a will to win for the right reasons. Now, second question. What experiments and projects did Ebright undertake? So the answer is, Richard Ebright decided to conduct real experiments after he didn't win anything in the science exhibition. In county science fair he didn't win anything, but he decided to conduct some real experiments. He tried to find the cause of a viral disease that kills nearly all monarch caterpillars every few years. After that, he also began his research into the discovery of an unknown insect monarch. So he did many experiments and projects. He tried to find out the reason of a viral disease, and he later on he got many prizes also. Now third question. What are the qualities that go into making a scientist? So The answer is, according to Ebright's teacher, the essential qualities of becoming a scientist are actually to have a first-rate mind, curiosity, and have a lot of curiosity and the will to win for the right reasons also. Along with that, the person should have the zeal, means the energy, zest to excel for the sake of doing the best job. So the same thing was done by Ebright. Ebright had first-rate mind, scientific curiosity, and the will to win for the right reason, and at last he became a successful scientist. Now, question 4th. How did Ebright's mother help him? So, the answer is, Richard Ebright's mother was a great help to him. She always encouraged his interest in learning and finding more. She took him out on trips. Bought him telescopes, microscopes, cameras, and other equipments. So she helped him by encouraging his interest in learning. She used to bring some work for Ebright whenever he had nothing to do. So she did many things for making him a successful scientist. In fact, she also bought him a telescope, as I have already told you, a microscope, cameras, mounting materials, and other equipments, and helped him in many other ways. These equipments helped him in many ways, and whenever he had nothing to do, she found things for him to learn. Even the book that became a turning point in his life was given to him by his mother. That book was The Travels of Monarch 10. Hence, it can be said that his mother played a crucial role in the making of the scientist. He became a scientist just because of his mother's encouragement, his mother's help. So this is all about the making of a scientist. So I hope you all have understood all the question answer. So you are supposed to write down all the answers in your fair notebook, proper format, and send me on my email address. Thank you. So do your homework and send me the snapshots of homework on my email ID, and I hope you have understood what have been taught to you. If you like our videos, please press like button and subscribe our channel. Thank you.